Imagine holding a small metal box, right, and it does, well, exactly the same job as the basic HDMI cord sitting behind your TV. But now imagine paying over $1,000 for it.
Yeah.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a product page from HDTVSupply for the Smart-AVI DFX-XT-TX-S dual fiber transmitter. And our mission today is to unpack the extreme engineering behind high-end AV equipment.
Yeah, it's definitely a piece of extreme hardware.
Right. Because this device currently costs $1,104.15. So, okay, let's unpack this. Why on earth does a box that essentially just replaces a standard cable cost over $1,000?
Well, I mean, it sounds entirely absurd if you're just trying to, connect a gaming console in your living room. But that price tag is all about conquering a massive physical limitation, which is distance, without losing a single pixel of quality.
Okay, distance makes sense as a hurdle. Because normally, like if you buy a cheap copper cable that's just too long, the electrical signal just dies before it reaches the monitor. The screen blinks or, the audio drops out completely.
Exactly. Standard cables rely on electrical signals, and those degrade rapidly as they travel over physical space. To get a high-quality signal across even just a large auditorium, older extenders required these heavily shielded, wildly expensive copper cables.
Which are super thick and hard to manage anyway.
Oh, absolutely a nightmare to route. But this Smart-AVI transmitter, it doesn't use electricity to send the signal at all. It uses a dual fiber optic cable.
Oh, because fiber transmits data using pulses of light instead of, like, raw electricity.
Precisely. And because it's using light, distance suddenly just ceases to be the obstacle it is for electrical signals. It pushes flawless, uncompressed 4K video that's 3840 by 2160 at 30 Hertz alongside your USB 2.0 mounts, keyboard, and stereo audio inputs.
Wait, all through one inexpensive fiber cable?
Yeah, all through dual fiber. And it can do this up to 10 kilometers away.
Wait, 10 kilometers? That's like 6.2 miles. It's basically like having a 6-mile-long, completely invisible HDMI cord where you don't lose a single pixel.
And with less than 1 millisecond of latency?
Less than 1,000th of a second delay. That's insane.
It is effectively instantaneous. I mean, you could move a mouse and the cursor on a screen 6 miles away responds before your brain even registers the movement.
Okay, I get the engineering flex there for sure. But let's be real. Who is actually putting their monitor 6 miles away from their computer tower?
What's fascinating here is that, well, this isn't designed for a standard home or office setup. This is built for environments where you absolutely cannot have the computer and the human in the same room.
Like what? Give me an example.
Think heavy data processing centers, secure remote workflow management, or really massive interactive conferencing setups.
Okay, so imagine you're operating a high-stakes rendering server or, I don't know, controlling a robotic arm in a hazardous industrial site.
Right, exactly. The actual physical computer needs to be locked down in a completely different building for security or maybe noise reduction or climate control, but the operator still needs total flawless control.
And in those mission-critical operations, a split-second disconnection isn't just like an annoyance. It's totally catastrophic.
Oh, absolutely. If that robotic arm stutters, things break or people get hurt. And that is why this device features a mechanism called uninterrupted keyboard and mouse emulation.
Uninterrupted emulation. Wait, does that mean it's basically like ghosting a connection?
Sort of, yeah. How do you mean?
Well, because I know if I just slightly jiggle a regular USB hub under my desk, sometimes the computer just totally drops the device, the mouse dies, and I have to completely reboot the session just to get it back.
You hit the nail on the head. That's exactly the problem it solves. It means the transmitter is running a constant, almost like a con job on the computer.
A con job, really?
Yeah, it actively tricks the host machine into thinking the physical keyboard and mouse are directly plugged in at all times. Even if there's a micro drop or a physical fluctuation on that 6-mile fiber line, the device steps in.
Oh, wow. So it maintains a seamless virtual connection no matter what happens on the cable itself.
Exactly. It isolates the software from the physical reality of the hardware.
So the computer never panics and shuts down the workflow. It never triggers that annoying USB device disconnected error we all hate.
Perfectly seamless. The operating system just assumes you are sitting right there at the motherboard, and it does this flawlessly across Mac, Windows, and Linux systems.
Okay, so what does this all mean for us? It means technology like this is the invisible backbone keeping critical remote operations flawless. It's the engineering that makes that 6-mile invisible cord actually work without ever breaking the illusion for the user.
It's pretty incredible when you think about the sheer scale of it.
It really is. Which leaves you, our listener, with a final thought to chew on today. If we can already transmit uncompressed 4K video and instant physical feedback over 6 miles of fiber optic cable with zero latency today, how might this extreme remote workflow technology eventually trickle down to completely redefine what it means for any of us to be in the office?